Hi guys, and welcome back to Momma Jess Knits. I'm Jess, coming to you from Virginia. Today is December the 16th, 2020. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Momma Jess Knits. I have a Ravelry group under Momma Jess Knits Podcast. I have a Facebook group under Momma Jess Knits. Or you can email me at mommajussknits@gmail.com. I also have an Etsy shop, Momma Jess Knits, all one word, that I will link below. I'll link all that below. Yeah, so today, here in Virginia, we are getting, well, we're supposed to be getting a snowstorm. There's very little snow out there. There has been lots of sleet. So if you hear something that sounds like rain, it's probably sleet because I'm right next to a window here in our living room. You may or may not be able to hear it. So I'm just going to jump in and get started with my finished objects. Okay, a couple, because it has been a month. So I finished one of my daughter's Christmas socks. Unfortunately, I told her she can't have them until I podcast, so I am podcasting now so that she can have her socks. You know, Christmas is almost a week away, but she'll get to wear them for a week. I mean, she can wear them year-round. They're only red and green, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the red is Knitpicks Stroll in the Hollyberry colorway, and the green is Knitpicks Stroll in the, I think, Evergreen colorway. The plan that I had was to make all of my children Christmas socks out of the Knitpicks Stroll, and I made 2 or 3 pair last year. I can't really remember for sure. I know for sure I made 2. And then I've only made 1 this year. My son's last year, I know I showed those, and they were a mix between the Stroll and the Hollyberry and some Knitpicks Felici that I had that was like green stripes, and I thought, oh, well, that looks like it would be perfect for Christmas. I'd used the green. It was actually leftovers. I had used it to originally make him some Minecraft socks. And I believe I showed those also. Could be wrong. I think he got the most socks last year out of all the kids. Okay, so I had to put these on sock blockers. But I finished a pair of Christmas socks in my colorway, Holly Jolly. I love this. I absolutely love it. I mean, I know I dyed it and everything, but I really love it. So, and those are going to go in my box of socks, which I'm going to talk about today, since this is probably the last podcast I'll do of 2020. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about those. All right, so the next one, and sorry, these blockers are too small for these, but I finished a pair of socks for one of my daughters for Christmas. And this is Knitpicks Felici in the rainbow colorway. I've had this in my stash for a while. So she's going to be getting those for Christmas. I have no space to put them. Sorry. I'm trying to set them there. Oh. Sorry, I wiggled you. Don't get seasick. All right. I finished the pattern is called CC Copycat Beanie. I do not remember who it is by. I will try to look that up and put that in the description. But there is the hat that I finished. I've already sent it out. Excuse me, which is why I don't have it here. But I also finished another hat. This is the Barley Hat by TinCanKnits. And this is for a friend of mine's son, who also happens to be one of my daughter's like best guy friends. They've been friends since pre-K. So I have that finished. And let's see. I have a half-finished object. Give me just 1 second to get it on the sock blocker to show you. I'm kind of mad about this. I mean, I'm glad that it's halfway finished. However, I am mad because I made a boo-boo. But I'll show you as soon as I get it on the blocker. So, come on now. This is my half-finished object. And I made a boo-boo because I dropped a stitch way down here and did not notice it until I got all the way here. I was not going to rip it out. So I only noticed it because the toe decreases. When I got to that point, the numbers didn't add up. I was off by 1. And I actually didn't notice the stitch that I lost until I finished the sock, and then I went and found that stitch. So I put a little marker on it. I'm gonna tuck it in and sew it up. That yarn is called Sock Miss because I'm doing it for a knit along with Knitty Natty. And there we go. That is the card. It's by Tia's Terrific Threads. And it is a simple sock base, 25% superwash merino, and 75 superwash merino, and 25 nylon. So, got one finished. The knit along ends on Friday. Don't fret. I'm moving along to my whips now. Ooh, okay. Hang on, I got a bit of a tangled mess here. Guess that's what happens whenever I reach into a bag and randomly mix stuff up, huh? Oh my. Okay. There is my second sock. I am starting the toe. I was gonna finish this before I podcasted, but I was like, if I wait to podcast another day, I wasn't really sure if I would do it. So I'm right here. I'm getting ready to start the toe. I have my little markers in there for my toe decreases. Voila. So I will finish that sock today, and I will get pictures and all that good stuff. And of course I have a Ravelry project page, and I'll be posting it on Instagram and all the other places. Let me get this back down in my bag. One of my bags, Momma Jess Knits bags. It's actually one of the first bags I made and put in the shop. Okay, so that's one whip, and sorry, I'm just trying to get this a little more organized. Okay, another whip I have. I don't have a pattern. This is just kind of one that I'm going with in my head. But it's just going to be a simple little beanie style hat. I might put a pom on the top of it. So one of my daughters made a green tweed hat, her first hat, and so another daughter said that she wanted one. She really wanted one in the green, but she didn't want to copy her sister. She didn't want to look like. So she picked out this yarn. So I'm going to get that done, and that will be a Christmas gift. And then I have fallen in love with this pattern. This pattern is called the Speed Shop Shawl. Try saying that 5 times fast. And it is by Ross Rochester, I believe. Of Smells Like Yarn. And here is what I have so far. There we go. I can really hear the sleep coming down. I don't know if you guys can. I mean, it's beautiful. I am absolutely loving this. I believe I'm getting ready to start section 10 of 14. So, I mean, it knits up very fast. It knits up so fast, and I fell in love with it so much that I have about 6, 7 more planned to make. But I really like it. And it's a free pattern. Actually, all of his patterns are free. He doesn't believe in charging people for patterns, so it's a free pattern. You can find it on Ravelry, or he has it linked to like his website, which I will try to remember to post below. And my last work in progress that I have to show you all, and I've made quite a bit of progress, is my largest memory blanket, the one I've been working on for 5 years now. I don't think I'm holding it correctly. Oh, here we go. It is huge. So since I last showed this, I've put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares. I think I have 16 more, and it'll be, that corner will be finished. I have not decided 100% whether I'm going to do the 16 and then be done with it and just use it as a lap blanket that sits in my knitting chair, or if I want to keep adding on to it and make it a little bit bigger so that I can put it on my bed and use it whenever I nap. I haven't decided 100%. This blanket is extremely special to me, and I don't want it necessarily sitting out in the living room where the kids are going to use it. The reason why it's so special is because it has yarn in it from the lady who taught me how to knit, who passed away, I believe 2 years ago. But it also has a lot of yarn in it, like this one, and this one, well, not that one, this one, a lot of yarn in it from a friend who just recently passed away. This one. I can point out all of the yarn that the scraps that she gave to me. So, super special blanket. It also has some yarn in it from a friend who was in our knitting group that moved away. Got my needles poking through the blanket. It's got some yarn in it that I dyed here, and that I've just made socks out of and everything. So it's super special. So I don't think that I want it just sitting out in the living room for the cats to lay on and the kids to take off with and that kind of thing. So yeah. I also have, so I have a smaller memory blanket that I have shown before. I don't think I've added anything to it since I showed it last. That's why I didn't bring it over here to show. And then I also have one that I started that is just going to be made out of mini skeins. And then a friend told me that I should make a blanket out of all the sock yarn that I dyed. So like, or all out of yarn that I dyed. So I thought about doing that. So that means I will have 4 memory blankets on the go. Oops, sorry. So we'll see. That is all I have for whips. I mean, I do have, trust me, I have lots of other stuff on the needles. I just haven't worked on it in several weeks. The 4 that I showed you are the ones that I have worked on the most since I podcast last. I'm just trying to get them knit up. Originally, I had the goal to knit all of my children's socks for Christmas, and then the closer we got, the more I realized that was not going to happen. So I decided to knit them whenever I felt like knitting them for Christmas. So one's getting socks, one's getting a hat. 2 others might get hats. One's getting a shawl, the shawl I just showed. I don't know. I mean, that shawl knits up pretty fast. If I can whip out another one might be getting a shawl too. I don't know. I've just decided I'm not gonna drive myself crazy trying to get this all done. However, I do have a tiny bit of bad news, which is bad and good. It is bad because it is health related. It is good because it gives me more time to knit. I have tendonitis in my left foot. I don't know if I mentioned before that I started having foot pain. I actually started having the foot pain way back in April. And I kind of ignored it. Just thinking it was something that was going to go away, like a pulled muscle or something. I first noticed it one night whenever I was stretching. I had a lot of pain. It just never got better, and it never went away. So I went to the podiatrist, and he told me that I do have that, and that it's not something that's going to go away by trying to push through it or stretching it and trying to work at it to get it to go away. And I have to get special orthotics made, and they are super expensive. Insurance does not cover it. I've already called. And I have to stay off my feet as much as possible until I get the orthotics. I have, for the most part, listened to Stay Off My Feet. I have had 3 different shopping trips, where I did not listen, one of them being yesterday, and I was in a huge amount of pain last night when I went to bed. So, I go to get the molds done of my feet on Friday and order my orthotics, but it will be at least 3 weeks before they're here, and because of the holidays, it'll probably be longer. So, for the next month-ish, I have to stay off my feet as much as possible. Which is hard when you have 5 kids and you're trying to run a business and that kind of stuff. He did tell me on the days that I need to dye yarn or, have to go to the store for groceries or whatnot, that's the days I need to double up on my anti-inflammatory meds and ice more. And those are the days that it will take several days afterwards to kind of get the pain more manageable. So today, because I overdid it yesterday, is a day that I am resting and icing and will not be going out, which I wouldn't be going out anyway because of the sleet and snow that we're getting today. So anyway, that's a health update. So my next podcast, I should have all kinds of knitting to show you all, because that's all I'm going to be able to do. Oh, speaking of up next, so my up next stuff is I'm planning on doing more speed shop shawls. I'm planning some more hats. I'm planning some more socks. In January, I would really like to finish my harvest sweater. So I might kind of concentrate some on that. I think I might take after Kay from the Crazy Knitting Lady and do 30 minutes of sweater knitting every morning. I mean, I'm already past the sleeves. I just am working on the body of the sweater. So, I mean, once I get that knocked out, I'm probably about that much past the sleeves, like under the underarm. Once I get that knocked out, it's just sleeves. I just have to put the sleeves on and it's done. And that would be a great birthday gift to me because my birthday is next month. Probably won't have it done by my birthday, but my birthday's next month on the 11th. So give it a try. So I have that, and then my box of socks. So my Hippo 4 box of socks fell by the wayside. Just because I started knitting so much more. I was trying to knit samples up of socks made out of, sorry, I'm trying to get this organized so I can show you guys. Socks made out of my own yarn so that I could show people how my yarn knits up. And so I cast on several of those and kind of got sucked into that. So that box of socks, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 completed. My Christmas socks that I just showed for Sockmas will make pair 11. It's a possibility I might finish that 12th pair, but I'm not really thinking I'm going to. But here is my box of socks for my Hippo 4 socks. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs made. And I think I have two more on the needles. So I will have made 9. Well, once I get those done, I'll have 9 pair of Hippo socks. So I didn't do too terrible. I mean, making 2 pairs of socks a month is a challenge, especially whenever you're working on other stuff and doing other knit-alongs also. But here is my other box of socks, which I am pretty thrilled with. So this is my Dark Side Felici socks. I think this one's called Rose Garden. Could be wrong. Hermione. This is my Organized Chaos socks in the Whimsical, which I love. And I'm making my youngest daughter a pair of socks out of those. I haven't cast it on yet. These are Professor McGonagall. Also, this one and the Hermione are Nomadic Yarns yarn. This is also Knit Picks. I have no idea what that one's called. That one might be... Yeah, I can't remember what that one's called. This is the one where I accidentally clipped the cuff. So I have to go back and fix that. That's why it's trying to pop out, because I have the yarn in there to fix it. Yeah, I accidentally clipped too close whenever I was trying to sew in the ends, and I ended up clipping some stitches. So I gotta go back and fix that. This is actually Hippo for Halloween, which I have a pair of those with orange heels and toes in my Hippo box. And then this one has black heels, cuffs, heels, and toes. And then this is my Mermaid Tail yarn. This is my Autumn Sunset yarn. And then this is my Holly Jolly yarn. So, once I finish my Sock Miss socks today, I will take pictures and get those posted and all that good stuff. And then I'm going to pop them into my box of socks and try to get a 12th pair finished by the end of the year for that box. So right now, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I have 18 out of 24 socks done. Which is not too bad. I don't think that's too bad at all. Especially considering all the other stuff I made. Okay. So, my stash down for November and December has been a complete and utter fail. And now I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to start with my Hippo for Celebrations November, which is Hippo for S'mores. So pretty. I remembered to take all those out of the bag, but now I'm going to do some rustling because they're sitting on top of a box of yarn I have to show you guys. Yes, I just said a box. Another thing I'm going to be doing next year is I'm going to continue on doing a box of socks, but Desert Vista Dyeworks, she does a year-long knit along where you use her yarn, and you can use any of her yarn that you have, and you knit 1 pair of socks every month. And she has prizes and stuff like that. I have been following and watching MDQuilter, who does that knit along, and Kay from Crazy Stock Lady has also done that knit along. So I decided, why not? I had ordered one of her skeins of yarn before. I can't remember what colorway that was. And it's put away. I'm sorry, guys. I slept horrible. Too much pain last night. So I ordered some more, and I ordered 2 skeins, and then she had a sale, so I ordered 2 more, and I ordered those 4 all in September. And I just got one set of those about a week or so ago. And then I have my second September order is coming Friday or Saturday this month. She's been swamped, which is fine. I understand. And it's kind of cool because I forget that I ordered it, and then I'm like, oh, yay. So here is one skein. Oop, back up a little bit. Show you all the colors. So this skein is called Knows Your Name. And it was based on Cheers, which my husband and I watch Cheers often when we're trying to go to sleep at night. I mean, we watch it, but we watch it to fall asleep and then rewind and start over where we fell asleep. So yeah, so that's based upon Cheers. And this is her 75-25 base. So it's got 462 yards. All right, so there's one. And then this one is called Somebody's Going to Rhinebeck. And I think this is based off of her, like, zombie collection. But I just loved all the fall-like colors in it. And I can't remember one of the ones that I have arriving on Saturday. I can't remember what that one's called, but the other one is Central Perk, I think, which is based upon Friends. Sorry. Hey, at least I unwrapped it to start off with. The next thing I'm going to show is not yarn, but it is knitting related. I saw this. I had to have it. It's adorable. And now when I show it to you, I can put it on one of my shawls. This is from Pitter Patter Polymer. That's another one to say 5 times fast. Whale. Looky here, little snowman. Isn't that adorable? And it's got my favorite color scarf on. Which, well, it's one of my favorite colors. It's like a minty scarf. My favorite color is blue. But I had to have that. It's so cute. She's the one who made my little kitty, black kitty in the pumpkin progress keeper. Yeah, super cute. All right, moving along. I got my November Downton Abbey club in the mail 3 days ago, recently. And it says, the grand Christmas tree is the centerpiece of an upstairs and downstairs celebration where the whole house comes together to celebrate the season and make it special. Dancing, singing, and of course you can't have Christmas without some much needed drama. The Christmas episodes of Downton Abbey are some of my all-time favorites. So that's the Downton Abbey upstairs, downstairs club. And the main skein is called Christmas at Downton. It's got purples, some red, browns. Yeah. This is not me, but I will still knit with it. This one is called Christmas Ball. I really like that one. It's got the minty green and purple. So the two together I'm thinking I need to go back and count how many I have. But I've thought about possibly next year knitting a box of socks out of my Downton Abbey sock club. But then again, I tell myself I don't know if I can do 2 boxes of socks again, and I really want to knit my family Harry Potter socks. So that's 7 of them that I need to knit Harry Potter socks for. I don't know if it'll get done. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna show you my Michael's shopping that I did to do some more of the speed shop shawls and some hats. And I'm going to mix some of this into some night shifts shawls for some teacher friends. Ooh, I am terribly sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I got this, which is Caron Big Cakes. The yarn I'm using for the shawl that I showed earlier, I forgot to tell you, is a Caron Big Cake in the Nightberry colorway. And then this colorway is Cookie Crumble. So I have that. I'm sorry, there's going to be lots of crinkling because I have it still in the bags. I have a Caron Skinny Cake in the rainbow. I think this is going to make a gorgeous speed shop shawl. Another Caron Big Cake in the grape jelly colorway. I have Lion Brand Heartland in the Glacier Bay, which is a really pretty, like, teal, kind of heathered. There you go, heathered teal. I have in this purple called Hot Springs. 2 of those. And then this really pretty blue called Olympic. And this really pretty, I don't even know. It's called Badlands. And it is just, it's so pretty. Very pretty. So those are all going to become Speed Shop shawls. One more real loud crinkle. I need to toss it over there. Okay. And then for the night shift, so I got 3 of these, which is a skinny cake. And this is in the French vanilla colorway. So I got 3 of these, and I'm going to pair this with this, and that will be one shawl. And that colorway is the Sugared Oob. So pretty. So this will be the main color, and then this will be all the mosaic work. And then another one will be main color, and then this one will be the mosaic, and this one is called Rose Water. And then the third one will be in this one, which is just a bunch of really pretty like mint and peach and teal, and it is called Frosted Mint. Yeah, they covered it up with kind of a sticker, but Frosted Mint. So that's gonna be pretty. So that's all of my Michaels haul. And then Knit Picks had a sale. I have a hard time passing up Knit Pick sales. But I got several sweaters quantities of yarn. And I got a free calendar. It's all about the free stuff. Okay. Let me see if I can pull up a picture real quick on my phone. I'm sorry, that's kind of rude. I should have had it ready. Honestly, don't even know if I still have it on here. Oh, I do. Okay. So, I got a sweater's quantity of enough fingering weight yarn to make either the boxy. Oh, that's going to be blown out. Great. Perfect. The boxy or the Weekender light. I don't know which one to make. I own both patterns, but this gorgeousness. Beautiful tweed. And it's fingering weight. Both the sweaters are fingering weight. And this one's called Atlantis Heather. My 15-year-old daughter asked me if I was crazy for making a sock weight sweater for myself. I told her I may have lost my mind a little bit. Just a little bit. So once I decide which one of those sweaters I'm making, I will get started on that. And then you guys know my love of felici. This is the Time Traveler colorway. It's a Doctor Who reference, I believe. Or Doctor Who inspired. I got one of these because I have I have two skeins, and then I had like a random third skein, which I think somebody sent me, and it takes 2 of these to make a pair of socks, unless you add contrasting heels and toes, and then you can get a pair of socks out of 1. So this is Goth Kitty. Several of my girls like this colorway, so I love this colorway. Rustic Cabin. Oops. Doo-doo-doo. So that will probably become a pair of socks for myself. One of my girls really likes this colorway, and this is called Punch Bug. Sorry, I'm trying to get these back in here in some kind of order. I really love this, and then I saw Ross from Smells Like Yarn made a hat out of it in their worsted weight, and I really loved it. This is Lost Lakes. So I put some worsted weight felici on my wish list, so we'll see if I get any for Christmas. I got some Brava worsted in Solstice Heather, which is a gorgeous blue. I'm going to make a hat out of that. And then I got some Mulberry in the Brava worsted to make a hat out of. Yep, I do have that upside down, sorry. Then, I decided to make my son a sweater. I'm going to make him the flax sweater by TinCanKnits. And it's going to be in this colorway, which is denim. I think this is one of their new colorways. So, I got 3 skeins of this to make his sweater. And then I got 2 extra to make hats. Because blue is a favorite of several of us in the house. Is our favorite color. Then, I had asked my husband a while back if I were to make him a sweater, what color he would want. And he said that a hunter green would be nice. So, I got enough of... It's got fuzzies all over it. I got enough of hunter to make him a flax sweater also. So him and my son will have matching sweaters. They'll just be different colors, but it'll be the same animal hair. I just opened this box to show you all, and I have animal hair all over it. Anyway. Yep, look. It's a bear hair. Bears are a golden shepherd. If you didn't know. He makes an appearance in one of the episodes when he was a pup. So, and that's all. That's all I got from Knit Picks. And yes, I say it like that's all because that is all. I could have done way worse. And I bought yarn to make stuff for people other than just myself. I did pretty good. And please keep in mind that was for November and December. I only have 3 skeins coming in the mail, but one of those I ordered back in September that has 2 skeins in it. And one is my December Hippo 4 club. So that's all the yarn I have to show. I decided this episode not to do a shop update because I have added stuff here and there throughout the shop. I think I have 3 new colorways that I have not shown you all. I know I have You're a Mean One, which is after the Grinch. I have Unicorn Dust, which is a speckled, and I have that on worsted weight and sock. And then I have, on a cold winter's day, just in sock right now. I do have the yarn to dye it on worsted. I just have not yet because of my foot. My foot has been a pain in the behind. And I also like to dye or dry my yarn outside as much as possible. And there is a huge skunk in our neighborhood right now. My daughter and I discovered this when we were leaving on Saturday to take her to work. It's huge. So I haven't dyed any yarn to put out there. And the weather has been very cold, kind of rainy and that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll get to dye some more yarn before the end of the year. Can't make any promises because foot. But I should be able to sew because that's staying off my feet for the most part. I have a lot of bags cut out and prepped and ready to sew. I just need to sew them. So I might be able to do that in between putting my foot up and rest and icing it. But I'm not going to make any promises. I hope that you guys have a wonderful holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. We celebrate Christmas at my house. But I hope you have a wonderful holiday, safe holiday. Stay safe. Numbers here are going crazy. And I have a feeling with flu season and all that, it's gonna get bad. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that ugly virus that's ruined 2020. So yeah, have a safe holiday, and I will most likely see you in the new year instead of doing another podcast this year. So stay safe and keep on crafting, guys. Bye.